An amateur photographer in Australia, Lexene Burns would often notice orbs or colors of light in her photographs. At first, she dismissed these as just flaws in the pictures, but after more exploration and talking with some people about orbs, she began to awaken to the possibility that it might be something more. In her book, Orb Insights and Inspirations, Lexene addresses the possibility that these orbs could have spiritual or mystical properties. Diane Ray talks with Lexene to find out more.
I'm talking with author Lexene Burns about her new book. It's called Orbs, Insights, and Inspirations. And I'm talking to Lexene from her home in Australia, and I'm so glad you could join us today on the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
So when you started photographing these, were you surprised by the variety of colors and shapes in the orbs?
I was, but it wasn't until I had photographed hundreds I realised, because I can take many without these orbs in them. So it was only after sort of months and even years that I got the big variety that you see in the book.
Now, some people are kind of skeptical of what orbs actually are. And there's a lot of people that would say, well, it's just kind of a glitch in the photograph or a variation in the light or something like that. But then there's a lot of other people that think that orbs are something else, and they may have some kind of special powers or properties. And what do you think about that? What do you think these orb images actually are?
Well, I think both sides of what you just talked about are correct, because they can be dust on the lens, they can be dust in the air, atmosphere, they can be like of the rain. So, but I've taken enough now to know that there is more than that. And the really bright ones in my photographs, I can feel the energy. And really, when I'm taking the photographs, I can feel the energy around me. There may not be orbs in every photograph, but it's just so peaceful, and I feel a joy and a love. And not scary like some people think they might be, because it's the unknown, of course.
I think you're right. I think there is something there, because I noticed in some pictures that I've taken, and when I went back and looked at them, I noticed there was a lot of orbs in one certain picture, and I was actually in a town that was known to be an old mining town out in the West, out here in the U.S., and I think that it might be some other kind of energy, maybe of a spiritual nature. Have you ever experienced that when you're taking orb pictures?
Oh, absolutely, yes. And they often seem to be around people where there's a joyous happening, like a gathering, a birthday party. Or I find when we're out at our cabin, the longer we stay, the more seem to come around. So I have noticed they like people.